Hey there, it's Craig here from Zebra English, and today I'll be going over a teaching strategy called TPR. So TPR is extremely important to use when teaching a new language, and it's especially important to use when teaching young children. So what is TPR? Total Physical Response, or TPR, it's a teaching approach that helps students to understand new words, sentence patterns, songs, stories, and pretty much anything else that can be acted out. So TPR allows young learners to practice and develop knowledge without relying on speaking or writing. So with TPR, students are able to connect actions to language and then better understand that language. So I find that using TPR really helps to bring language learning to life, and it just makes learning more fun in general. So how do you use TPR in the classroom? Well, you can use TPR when greeting your students. For example, when they come into the classroom, you can ask, "How are they doing?" And you can respond with thumbs up or thumbs down. You can also get your students to act out simple classroom instructions, such as look, listen, touch, speak, or find. You can also use TPR when talking about descriptive words like big, small, happy, sad. And remember, kids love to act out animals and transportation or weather. I find the best thing about TPR is it allows me to be creative. So you can feel free to use your own TPRs. Okay, so there's two different types of TPR, and the first one is instructional. So this is where I'll use movements to go with different instructions. And students aren't expected to repeat these TPRs. I really highly recommend when you're doing these TPRs, remember to use lots of expression and lots of movement. You're teaching students, so you need to keep them interested. Okay, so have a look and try to go along with me. Look. Listen. Speak. Be quiet. Yes. No. You. Me. Touch. Draw or write. Find. And you can use TPR whenever you're asking any questions, like who, what, where, when, why, and how. So here's an example of instructional TPR that I use quite often. I speak and you repeat. When I speak, you should listen and be quiet. So the second type of TPR is going to be educational or content. So these are the vocabulary words which you use when you're teaching. So when I teach this type of TPR, I do the action first, then I get the students to do it with me. Now, I really highly recommend you use lots of energy and you use lots of enthusiasm when teaching these TPRs. You need to remember you're teaching young students, so you've got to keep them engaged and excited. Okay, have a look and try to do them with me. Good. Bad. Big. Small. Eat. Drink. Hot. Cold. Fast. Slow. Short. Tall. Happy. Sad. Angry. Excited. And remember, whenever you're teaching numbers, I encourage you to use your hands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to go over the TPR words one more time. And this time, I'm going to say the word. You need to act it out. And then you can check my TPR to see if you're right. Okay, let's begin. Good. Bad. Big. Small. Eat. Drink. Hot. Cold. Fast. Slow. Short. Tall. Happy. Sad. Angry. Excited. Okay, now remember, you can practice these a few times till you get really good at them. So it's important to keep in mind that whenever you're teaching, you're going to be teaching through a computer. So you've got that limited window on where your actions can be. So just keep that in mind when you're going over the TPRs. So now let me show you some of the different TPRs that I use for nouns. Cat. Dog. Monkey. Elephant. Airplane. Bicycle. And train. Okay, so great. Now I want to show you some examples of TPR in action. Now remember, when you're using TPR, you should encourage your students to do these actions after you. Is the cat happy or sad? The cat is happy. Say, the cat is happy. Is an elephant big or small? An elephant is big. Say, an elephant is big. Is the train fast or slow? The train is fast. Say, the train is fast. How many monkeys do you see? I see 5 monkeys. Say, I see 5 monkeys. Okay, so to wrap things up here, TPR is a lot like its own language. Now, we here at Zebra English want you to be the best teacher you can possibly be. So I want you to develop your TPR vocabulary. When you're teaching classes, I want your students to be engaged and excited, and most of all, focused, so they can be even better learners. All right, thanks for tuning in. That's it for today. I'll see you next time.